If you want adventure, go paragliding. If you actually want to fly, go gliding. I spent most of my summer on Volbiv missions through the Alps. These trips with a paraglider are still the best way to have adventures, but I would often make mistakes that would put me on the ground. I figured that with a glider and more performance, I would be able to stay in the air longer and fly further, and then learn more. Several pilots at La Motte de Care fly both, and I heard one say that he uses the good days to go gliding. I think this is a good strategy. If you want to fly far, why would you take the slowest aircraft? I learnt gliding last year in Australia, but I hadn't done winching or flown in the mountains, so Jean Renaud and Bart got me up to speed. My first flight, actually it's my second, the first was a Roventa in the Pegasus. And yeah, just a couple of vultures marking a good thermal for me. Not much of a day, you can see how low cloud base is against the hills, but it's a late start anyway, so thanks guys. So the vulture is straight ahead of me. I was just thermaling with him and I've left at a similar height. So his glide is pretty awesome. It looks like we're both doing the same kind of glide. I'm doing 110 k's. So my glide should be getting possibly close to 40 to 1. I'm pretty nervous. Nothing unsafe that I'm doing, but I'm trying to do a Tour de Durance. I'm still above 2,000 meters and following some big development here. It's pretty shady, but yeah, it's only about 20 to 1 glide back to circuit height at La Motte de Care, and Cisteron's on the way. Okay, so autopilot. So today started at 2 p.m, got a thermal straight off the winch, and I thought things would be better than they were, but I ended up back at the same place after an hour after quite a bit of scratching around. And then I got a good thermal with Mike Charlie, the instructor, over the Bosch Air, just down there, and we went up this way to the Jour, and I saw it up a little bit, got a thermal and climbed to the end and went just a bit past that knob. Then I flew basically to Cisteron, and then I got a thermal in the flats and decided to head for Crête de Sel, which is that distant ridge over there, and that was a bit tense. Arrived at 1,700 meters, which was enough height to glide back. Got a little climb, and then after that it was pretty much my airfield was Serre, but I got a good climb on the Serre side of the Crête de Sel ridge, and I got up to base, which is over 2,000 meters there, and then followed the clouds around, which had all overdeveloped. You can see some remnants with the showers down there, and then came back over here, and I should be able to fly a good another hour at least, I reckon. Fingers crossed. So on a really good day with gliding, you can get high enough in the mountains that you can pretty much glide all the way back, but this was great training. So I was essentially within glide of the airfield, or at least I could comfortably reach another of the several gliding strips around the area. Namalup. Oh, it's just pretty epic flying here. There's a couple of vultures. There was a climb peeling back to the shady side, and then I've come back into the sunny side, reconnect. But yeah, very difficult morning. I've flown over an hour without getting anywhere. First time on my own to the Dormius Ridge and hopefully back. So yeah, I was over there, just got to climb to the highest point of the day, I think actually, just just over 2,000, well about 2,700 I think it said. And I would have liked to go to Barcelona today, but really stable, took a really long time to get going, but it looked better over here, so I'm going for these high clouds. If I can't get a 20-to-1 glide, which should be straightforward, I'll have to go down that way. I've gone over 4 hours now, so the rest of the flight is free, and I just been working this little bowl here. It's not the first time, and before that I got up on my loop over there. See Pictaboo in the distance, and I'll be straightening out after this. And yeah, my first time today onto the Cheval Blanc, no sorry, the Parcours Blanc, the Dormier Ridge that you can see in the skyline over there. And Brummerfun's this little hill I'm heading to now, and landing's not far away, but we'll see how far we can stay up and maybe get back up into the bigger hills just for a little bit. Looking a lot better now, but yeah, this is my second attempt. The first time I got to 1,500 meters altitude about here, and then went back for that ridge, Tête de Boissière and Maloub. And yeah, I would have liked to go closer to the big mountains today, but the clouds are too low. But even going this way, it's difficult. Not even getting to 1,800 meters. But yeah, this is a bit better now. 100 meters is quite a lot in a sailplane sometimes. Here comes Claire. Professional.
Close to perfection. Muy professional.
September is the end of the gliding season at La Motte-de-Caire in southern France. We had several rain events, and the strong thermals of early September became very rare. On a few days I went for a hike and fly with the paraglider, or on this day, just a hike. I've just gotten to wave for my first time gliding solo, and made a little transition, and I had lift just before on this rotor cloud. Let's get back into it. On the day we packed up the gliding club, we did a morning hike and fly where I talked to Fabian about his purchase of an electric Fess glider. This would really expand your flying envelope. Sebastian and I are tempted. La Motte has taught me a lot, and I'm looking forward to returning for more adventures.